Hello everyone, this is Shweta Dubey, Assistant Professor, FCM Department, Rama University, Mandhana, Kanpur. Today the topic for our lecture is business environment. So before proceeding what is business environment, we will understand these two words separately briefly. The term business stands, basically business is what it is, an economic activity which is carried out to earn profit, and the term environment refers to the surrounding in which the business organization operates. Hence, according to Keith Davis, he is one of the management expert, he gave the definition of business environment as that business environment is the aggregate, that is, it is the sum total of all the conditions, events and influences, that surround and affect the business organization. Now, these condition, events and influences basically surround and affect. Now, affect means these forces, that is the condition, events and influences, these affect the business organization either directly or indirectly. Now, we will study the features of business environment. What are the features of business environment? Totality of external forces, general and specific forces, interrelatedness, dynamic, complexity, multidimensional and uncertainty. Means these features are those characteristics which are of a business environment. Whenever we talk about business environment, so business environment is composed of various, like I have already told, it is composed of various conditions, events and influences. The first characteristics of business environment says that it is the totality of external forces. External forces are again these conditions only and these events which are taking place in the business organization. Then there are some general and specific forces. We will study the general and specific forces in detail. Then interrelatedness, the factors which are the components of business environment, they are closely interrelated with each other. They are interconnected with each other and interdependent with each other. Hence, we say that interrelatedness is also one of the characteristic of business environment. Then we have dynamic, these forces of business environment which we will study after soon. They are dynamic in nature. Dynamic means that these factors, they keep on changing. They are highly dynamic, they are not constant, they are not stagnant, they are dynamic in nature. Then these are complex. Then we have complexity is another feature of business environment. Complexity का मतलब होता है कि complex, very difficult to understand, difficult to interpret. You never know which action is coming from the environment, whether in favor of the business organization or not. Then the next characteristic is multidimensional, and the last one is uncertainty. Multidimensional means that there are various dimensions of business environment. It is not one dimensional in fact, but it is multidimensional. Then uncertain, it is very uncertain. I will give COVID as one of the best example of uncertainty when we talk about business environment, because COVID pandemic was also very uncertain. It was also highly unexpected, which came all together as a havoc for the whole economy or the country. Next, we will come to the components of business environment. This is very crucial topic pertaining to business environment. Now, what are the components? That is, what are the main segments of business environment? Now, it is broadly divided in the form of a flowchart in the two main categories, internal factors and external factors. Internal factors को हम लोग controllable भी कहते हैं और external factors को हम लोग uncontrollable भी कहते हैं. Internal factors are those factors which are in the control of the business organization. They within the business organization. So the very first one is the top management structure. Then we have power structure, mission and objective, company image and brand equity, corporate culture, human and other resources. So these are the factors which are internally related to the business organization, hence are also known as controllable factors. I will explain one or two. Coming to the last one, I will explain human and other resources. There are basically, like for example, when we talk about human, that is the manpower. So manpower is in the control of the company. Anytime a good training development programs can be carried out by the manager or the top management for the betterment of or for the development of for the well-being of the human resources. So it's in the control of the business organization. And there are, apart from human, there are two more other resources. We have physical resources and we have financial resources. So physical resources comprises of all the tangible aspects of the business organization. Again, it is in the control. More is the finance, the more physical resources can be attained by the business organization. Then we have financial. Financial resources are the resources in terms of capital, that is working capital and fixed capital. Working capital which is short term, and fixed capital which is long term. So this was kind of about internal environment. Top management structure. Top management structure here means the top management entities, the board of directors, we have vice president, CEO, chief executive officers, managing director, president, vice president, and so on. Then we have the power structure, then we have mission and objective. The companies carries out its plans and policies keeping in mind its mission and objective. Then we have the company image and brand equity. The goodwill is again is in the control of the companies. More robust policies, more appropriate policies will ultimately result in more goodwill of the company. Then corporate culture. Every organization has its culture, its work culture, its work environment. So again, it is in the control, and it is the internal aspect of the business environment. Then we have the external environment. External environment is basically uncontrollable in nature. Why it is uncontrollable, this we will study with the help of this flow chart. Now external environment is divided in two categories, micro environment and macro environment. Micro environment is direct action or task environment. Why direct action? Because it is called why direct action, because these factors of micro environment affect directly the business organization. And macro environment को हम indirect action environment बोलते हैं, क्योंकि इसमें जो ये factors होते हैं वो और पूरे बिजनेस इन्वायरमेंट, पूरे बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को इनडायरेक्टली अफेक्ट कर रहे हैं, तभी इसको हम इनडायरेक्ट एक्शन एनवायरनमेंट भी कहते हैं. माइक्रो एनवायरनमेंट इज डायरेक्ट एक्शन एनवायरनमेंट. व्हाट आर द फोर्सेस ऑफ माइक्रो एनवायरनमेंट विच आर द पार्ट ऑफ एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट? नंबर 1, we have customers, then we have suppliers, marketing intermediaries, competitors, financiers, and public. Number 1, when we talk about customers, customers are those entities who purchase the goods and services of the business organization. You never know when the customer divert to the other brand. So again, not in the control, customers. Then we have because customers taste, preference, wants, needs are very complex in nature, very difficult to understand. So the policies and programs which are being carried out by the business organization, they are to be kept in mind, keeping in the desires and wants of the customers. We have the suppliers. Who are suppliers? Suppliers are those entities who provides inputs for the production process. सप्लायर्स कौन होते हैं? वो एंटिटीज़ होते हैं जो इनपुट प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं या रॉ मटेरियल प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस के लिए. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन टू मेंटेन गुड कॉन्टैक्ट्स विद मोर देन वन सप्लायर. देन वी हैव मार्केटिंग इंटरमीडियरीज. मार्केटिंग इंटरमीडियरीज से यहाँ मतलब है मिडिलमैन से. मिडिलमैन आर द पीपल हु सर्व एज अ लिंक between two parties. Basically when we talk about marketing intermediaries, तो हमारे पास एक acronym है WAR, which stands for wholesaler, agent and retailer. Apart from these, there are various financial intermediaries also, warehousing firms also, who serve as a marketing intermediaries or middlemen for the business organization. Again, not in the control of the company, and they directly affect the business organization. Then we have competitors. Competitors वो entities होते हैं basically जो substitute goods में deal कर रहे हैं. So competitors की जो pricing policy है, again it is a very significant factor pertaining to business environment, not in the control of the company. Then we have financials. Financials are those entities who provide funds, long-term funds and short-term funds to the business organization. We can take example of commercial bank, various financial institutions like IDBI, IFC, ISFCs, who provide the short-term and long-term needs funds according to the needs of the company. Then we have public. Public में हम यहाँ पे बात कर सकते हैं मीडिया की. Public यानी जो मीडिया है, again the company has to be very crucial pertaining to the public or media, because any action which is being taken by public or media can tarnish the image of the business organization. For example, I will give one example in this particular factor, public or media. Once a reputed company has portrayed its advertisement on a piece of a rock in a hill station. So it basically, that particular advertisement, it hurt the sentiments of the people over there, and what happened, ultimately the public went against that advertisement, and it has ultimately spoiled the image of the business, that particular brand, business organization. So again, the company or the business organization has to be very crucial, has to be very aware, keeping in mind the aspects of public and media. Then we have macro or indirect action. Macro is also known as, macro environment is also known as indirect action environment. Macro environment is in a general, where we talk about the whole economy. So one best acronym to learn the macro environment factors is SLEPT, which stands for social, legal, economic, political and टेक्नोलॉजिकल. सोशल फैक्टर्स वो फैक्टर्स होते हैं जिसमें हम डेमोग्राफिक फैक्टर्स ले रहे हैं पूरे सोसाइटी का, लाइक एज, लाइफस्टाइल, देयर कंजम्पशन पैटर्न, ओके, their desires and all. Then in legal environment we talk about the laws pertaining to the business organization, like we have the Income Tax Act 1961, we have MRTP Act, we have Competition Act, we have the Indian Companies Act. So many acts are being governed. So the organization has the legal, whatever the legal factors are there. Again, the laws, or if I talk about an example, so GST is one of the good example when we talk about legal environment. Then we have economic environment. Economic environment को हम 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड करते हैं. पहला आता है economic conditions. Economic environment comprises of 3 main factors: economic conditions, then we have economic system, and we have economic policies. तो बेसिकली इकोनॉमिक कंडीशंस में आता है लाइक GNP, GDP, inflation, unemployment, these factors of economic condition. Economic system means in general, when we talk about economic system, so there are 3 main economic systems prevailing in the whole world. Number 1 is the capitalist economy, then we have the socialist economy, and the last one is the mixed economy. So and the last one is the economic policies. Economic policies over here refers to all the guidelines, economic guidelines which are being governed by the business organization. So economic policies mein again we have so many examples, like we have GST can also come one of the economic policies example. Then we have political. Political environment here refers to the government regulations, rules and regulations which the business organization has to abide by. So any tax which is being imposed by the government on the business organization will be a part of the political environment, which will come under the head of macro environment. Then we have technological environment. Technological environment is highly diverse in nature, very dynamic in nature, because every now and then the new technologies arise in the market, and the business organization has to totally comply with the technological factors so as to increase the demand for its customer. And technological environment ultimately is the revenue seeking aspect of the organization, because a good technology will ultimately raise the demand, in turn will create supply and so on. So I hope you must have understood. I have given a brief overview of this components of business environment. Let us revise once. Business environment is the environment which is highly dynamic in nature, uncontrollable, and it's basically divided in two main categories: internal, external. Internal is in the control of the company, hence it is known as controllable. These are the factors, 6 main factors. Then we have external environment, which is in the uncontrolled, which is not in the control, which is beyond the control of the business organization, and it is further subdivided in two main parts: micro environment, macro. Micro is direct action or task environment because it affects directly, these factors affect directly the business organization, and macro environment are the factors which affect indirectly, not directly. That is why it is known as indirect action environment. इसके जो factors हैं वो social, legal, economic, political and technological. Next, one more topic which I would like to cover is what is the importance of scanning the business environment. What is the basically significance? If one goes through, scan, thoroughly diagnose this business environment, if the manager of the business organization, if he is diagnosing the business environment, what advantages what is the significance of it? First, he will get the first mover advantage of it, early warning signal, and the company can plan the long term business strategy. First mover advantage को मैं briefly जल्दी से समझा दूँ. First mover advantage, if I will take example of Maruti Udyog. Maruti Udyog has after scanning the business environment, it came to know that there is a demand of small cars in the market. That is, there are many middle class persons in a particular sector of an economy who have the purchasing power of the small car. So it started manufacturing the small car. Now what happened? The competitors also came to analyze the same aspect, and so what happened when Maruti Udyog's competitor entered that market, so Maruti Udyog immediately increased the supply of those cars in the market, hence capturing the demand. So that was the first mover, it gained first mover advantage by scanning the business environment. Next is early warning signal. Again, basically in first mover advantage, the company or the business organization, after scanning the business environment, is getting the advantage of the opportunities. It takes that advantage of the opportunities, while on the other hand, early warning signal में जो companies हैं, they are very aware of the impending threats which may arise. Basically, impending threats which can take place in the business organization. Then, according on the basis of the business environment, scanning the business environment, the organization can plan its long-term business strategies. Whatever the long-term business strategies are there, they can be planned, they can be chalked out with the help of this term of this basically business environment. I hope it must be clear. Thank you.